I'm Maria Menounos, and you're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
What's up, guys? We are here recapping your season 9, episode 1 of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. I am your host, Tyra Prude, and you know, this corona has us stuck in the house right now, but we're still going. We have a live panel on the web right now. Everybody go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Hello.
Okay, we need more interviews. Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, y'all.
Okay.
Who is who? Tell y'all names. Where can we find you guys?
I'm Courtez. I'm actually a guest fill-in for today. So you can find me on IG at Stupid Wild Tez, and get ready for tonight. It's going down.
Yo, what's up, guys? My name is Elgin Ball. You guys can catch me on Instagram at Elgin_22.
Yes, and my name is Ebone Chatman, and you can catch me on Instagram and on Twitter at Ebone Chatman 12.
Yes. Okay, guys. We're trying to get it together right now due to this coronavirus, but we have a jam-packed show for you guys. We're going to be talking about this birthday party. It looks like Stevie J and Mimi are doing well with co-parenting. We have to talk about Sierra and her court case and all the drama that's going on with that. And then we have to talk about Momma Dee. I mean, Momma Dee is sick. It's a lot going on. I'm ready to dive in. So what were you guys' overall thoughts about the episode?
I thought it came out the gate swinging. Like, it was so much going on all at one time. I forgot how much I love, and enjoy Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Like, they are my favorite franchise, so I'm all here for it.
What about you, Courtez?
No, so this episode, it was a good start. You know, I was excited. I've been excited. I've been watching this franchise from the beginning. This is actually, like she said, my favorite as well. I think that they are setting up some great storylines, and I think that they are, once it develops, it'll get better. But as a premiere, I don't think it was as strong as it could have been, or as we have seen in the past. But that's just me.
What about you, Elgin?
Yeah, I kind of feel the same way about that whole situation. I feel like Love and Hip Hop Atlanta is like that main show that kind of just comes out the gate swinging. And through those situations, it leads towards like the end of the season from the beginning. So I wish they really would have had like maybe a bigger fight than what they tried to show today. But, you know, we'll see as the season progresses.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. I thought it was a good episode. But I'm thinking back to, you know, how Love and Hip Hop Atlanta used to be, like fists being thrown immediately, like Jocelyn Hernandez is in there ready. Like, so
ready to go.
Episode, it didn't kick off like how I thought, but it was more heaviness this episode of just like personal things that people are dealing with, which I thought was kind of cool in a way too, because it's giving us a different side outside of all the drama. But as we saw in the previews, the drama will come. So maybe we just need to relax on it. But first I want to talk about the birthday party. Okay, so the episodes began with everyone together for Mimi and Stevie J's daughter, and it looks like co-parenting is going well. She had this grand African themed birthday party. I know when I was her age, I wasn't having no birthday parties like that, so shout out to her. But how did you guys, Stevie J and Mimi have come a long way. Like, how was you guys' reaction just seeing them come together and co-parent, along with like him mentioning like, hey, Jocelyn's possibly going to reach out to you too, like with
that? With that, I wasn't too surprised to see them, you know, co-parenting, because through it all from beginning, they have always been able to come back to one another and kind of, you know, co-parent regardless for baby Eva. And it was exciting to see Eva. I feel like one of Eva's godparents, aunties, because like it's been 8 years since this show aired, and so it's like she was so little, and now look at her. So seeing that, very huge,
not actually. Huge, but you know what I mean, big.
No,
she's in middle school.
She is a big little adult. And so it was good to see that. I was very excited to see that. And the Jocelyn thing, I love Jocelyn. I'm team Jocelyn. Listen. Die. So yeah, that's interesting. But we can, someone else can dive into that.
What you think, Ebone?
Yeah, I thought I like that they're co-parenting. I like that Bonnie Bella was there and that Mimi was being, you know, friendly and opening with Bonnie Bella. It was very cute to see. However, we do got Ty, which is like Mimi's girlfriend, and you know, Stevie seem to understand like what is truly respectful and what isn't. If it isn't his way, he just kind of like doesn't understand what's going on. So I feel like Stevie's always been like this, so it's not really like a surprise, but that's why they have such a contentious relationship at times. But I like that they do, like Mimi tries to make it work. This isn't always peachy keen.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like it's coming. This episode made me think that it's coming along more than we've seen. So like, I don't know. I think they're doing well, but I'm just curious to see this phone call with Jocelyn. Like, I don't know. Have they not been in contact? Mentioned like, oh, I gave you your number. We're supposed to be reaching out soon, but Mimi didn't really seem too fond of it. So I don't know. Do y'all think that conversation will go well, or like, what is your bet?
Man, that conversation gonna be spicy. I'm already ready for it. But I think Jocelyn matured, you know, definitely from when they were saying at that scene, Jocelyn and Mimi have been texting each other, little texts. So maybe it might go well. You never know.
I'm
Maybe.
scared.
What you saying? Why you scared?
I'm scared, but we'll see.
I mean, we'll see. I don't know, because Jocelyn still, look, I'm on the Love and Hip Hop Miami after show too, and she's stirring the pot in Miami. So I don't know. I think she still has it in her.
Petty Fernandez, that is her Petty.
The Puerto Rican princess she'll still set it off, period. But speaking of setting it off, y'all, Sierra is getting ready to set it off if she does not find help about this court case.
Going to jail.
So listen, y'all watch the show. We know that we finally figured out why she was crying in this preview. Like, she's risking going to jail because Shooter's baby mama accused her of assaulting her at their son's funeral. So it's this whole thing, and Sierra is literally at her limit, like begging everybody to help her in this case. Do you think, first of all, when Shooter was like, I'm not stepping foot in another courtroom, do y'all think he was wrong for that? Like, how dare, regardless, like, you guys have a history, like, she has his son too. Like, why would you not want to be there to fend for her? I'm not understanding. Like, what are y'all views on that?
Yeah, that didn't make any sense. I felt like for that reason alone, that you guys have a kid together, and for her possibly going away, that's, you know, time from your child away from their mother. I think that was completely wrong. I think even to just go in there and say what happened would be enough for that situation. So why can't you do that off the strength of your own kid? So
because
I don't know.
At the end of the day, it's kind of like, who else is going to be taking care of those kids if she were to go to jail? Because I don't think it would be him. I mean, definitely. I don't know if he's got his turning out, but it's like, doesn't seem like he's very involved with her children, to be honest. But I kind of felt like he has his own going on, so he feels like Sierra wasn't there for him when they were like getting a divorce, or when the son died, or like all that. So he already has his own like vendetta. So I feel like he, in a selfish way, is kind of like, forget you. Like, if you go to jail, I don't care. You know what I'm saying?
He's been, you know, a little wild since they first came on the show. You know, when when he was allegedly cheating, I believe, on her and things like that. And then, of course, like you said, when he felt that she really did support him through the death of his son, and I don't agree with that at all. But I guess that's his way of getting back at her. You know, using. It's not a good look, actually, at all.
It's not a good look. I feel like that's extremely low. And you see, like, he sees, first of all, if they've had some kind of intimate relationship, he knows what she's been through. I mean, she told her backstory, how she was homeless at 15 with a baby. And, you know, she didn't know how she was going to be able to provide for her children. So I just feel like, y'all were together. Like, there's no kind of sympathy there just to show up and just, I was there, you know, nothing happened. But at the end of the day, he's in a tough space too, because it's like, this is also the mother of my child. We both lost a son. So it's kind of just like, I don't know. Do you think he would be more so disrespecting her, the baby mama? And that's why he doesn't want to step in?
I think it's his own selfishness, his own ego, his own like thing. That I think it has nothing to do with like any of the women. I think he obviously also agrees that his baby mom's a little crazy. So I don't think that, you know, that would be the reason. It's just he's selfish, and I think good riddance for her and him. Like they don't need to be together.
Yeah,
you said selfish. Okay.
Yeah, that's true. He said something when they were in was it a bowling alley or was it a skate? I don't really know where they were.
I think it was a bowling alley.
Bowling alley.
Yeah.
He said, you know what you did, you know what you didn't do. And I was just like, okay, what does that mean? You know,
right.
I didn't really get what he was trying to say. Like, did she assault? Like, what actually happened? And I really feel like I want to know. I actually Googled, like, okay, let me see. I wanted to know what happened because I wanted to know.
Courtez is investigated
at this funeral. I was Googling. I didn't find anything like of substance other than what they're talking about in the season. So I want to know how it all plays out. Maybe they give us some footage. I don't know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know either, but I don't know. I really felt for her this episode because it just felt like she's trying to save her life and she has no one. Like she was close to Carly Red, that she's not there to help her right now, which left her like, you know, leaning on Bambi. So she's really just in a tight space. And I don't know. I just really feel for Sierra. I hope she can find someone because that's scary to be dealing with alone and you don't have anyone to help you with. So I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that. And I don't know how to feel about Momma Dee. So speaking of all of this craziness, Momma Dee is going through it. Okay, so Momma Dee, we know she's had a kidney rupture. It has to do with her alcohol drinking and things like that. I don't know. How are you guys feeling about this whole situation in Momma Dee's health? Do you think, I don't know. I think this partying and stuff is just catching up to her and the queen needs to sit down.
Queen might need to sit all the way down.
She needs to sit down. I'm glad that her teeth are staying in her mouth. I love.
Shade.
Oh wow.
Courtez, you did not.
Okay, that's off topic. I'm sorry.
You did not.
No, it's on topic. It's hilarious.
So she does. Like she has been like on 10. Like last season, I think it was her storyline was her husband and the drink. It's a lot going on, and she needs to just chill and be a grandmother to the kids, you know, and relax. Just relax.
Yeah, I'm not telling nobody what to do, but like it comes a time where you gotta phase out from like wanting to party all day. Like I feel like when you old, your bones get tired. So it's time to just out into that youthfulness to just grandparent mode. You know, do it for the kids, you know.
Do it for the kids, but y'all know Momma Dee like to take over. Okay. She just needs just her own space. She's already pissed that Scrappy, what she say, y'all done moved all the way out here, like pissed walking to the house. Like, girl, you just left the hospital, calm down. Like, it's just a lot going on with Momma Dee, and I really hope she can get it together. We see that she's struggling. She has her fourth surgery or something like that. So I don't know. Things are getting real for her, and I really hope that she can pull it together because it's getting really intense.
Yeah.
But speaking of intense, young Jock and Kendra, we've been waiting to talk about this one.
No.
Child, this is getting intense. First of all, why do they make these decisions before the engagement? Like they talking about, oh yeah, we're talking plans and we're talking about this, and this. These are decisions. I ain't been engaged before, but these are decisions that I feel like you need to make before you put the ring on somebody's finger. So like, what are y'all thinking about their whole engagement and this whole fiasco that they're going through and this questioning their marriage and they ain't even close to.
This is my thing. I feel like it's always Jock. Jock is irresponsible. That's why he got 10 kids. Okay. And okay, like he's just all over the place. Like even when she was talking about it, like I'm trying to set us up for our future, and he was like, I don't want to talk about any. I just want to tie the knot. Like he's just like doesn't think things through. He doesn't have any successful relationships or business ventures or whatever. Like
dang, you took it to his business.
Dang, you took it to the business.
You don't like his hair business, his barbershop.
Right. No. Anybody got time for Jock? Okay, like where is music at? We haven't heard nothing from him since.
We ain't heard nothing but meet me in the trap.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the Kendra Jacelle.
Right.
Yeah, I feel like that's kind of bad from the start to not have things concrete before you put the ring on. But I feel like Kendra is in the right in terms of certain things, not telling someone to do with their body, but in terms of like, we need 401k, we need these type of things. And I feel like she is that complementary balance to his wanting to be off the track all the time and do things with the flow. So I feel like she really comes in and complements him very well. Will that work? I don't know, but I guess we'll have to see.
Yeah, she's thinking Courtez.
I think I just think she's very smart. I don't disagree with anything she's doing. I mean, like she said, he has 10 kids. I think, she's just trying to protect herself at this moment because she is a career-oriented woman. Of all the women that Jock has been with, for what we've seen on the camera, she's like the most who really has her head together and what she wants to go. She's very ambitious. So I think he should kind of listen to that because, like he said in the beginning of the episode, they were how all the men were dealing with women, and they found women that actually, made them grow up. And he needs to really like live by that because I think she has really helped him grow up a little. There's still room to grow for him. But I think that, she is going the right way. And as far as this marriage, I was very when they got married last season, but I'm just curious to see how it's going to all play out. When it happened, I was like, oh, but at the end of the day, that's the engagement. Now they got to make it to the wedding, and this journey I want to see. So.
Yeah. I mean, I completely agree. I feel like she has her head on right and she is trying to lead him in the correct path. However, I just feel like you knew what you were setting yourself up for.
That's true.
It's just like,
that's a good point.
I don't know, like all of it, I don't want to say it's necessarily becoming a shock to her, but I just feel like before you said the yes, you should have been making sure all of this was aligned because me as a person, maybe just me, I'm just like, I don't know what your family like. I don't know this. Like, I love you, but we still need to learn each other. And I personally think that it's extremely selfish that she wants him to get a vasectomy, whatever, how it is for whoever. Like, I feel like you should just get your tubes tied. Like, how dare you? At this point, she's judging him. She's like, you already got enough kids. We don't need no more of that. No, okay, well, if you don't want him to have any more kids, then you tie your eggs. Like, I don't know. I just feel like that's very contradicted in a way.
I totally agree with you because she's the one that says she doesn't want to have kids. So she's the one who should go through the procedure. Like, let him live his life. Like, if he wants to maybe have another kid, if your relationship doesn't work out, then maybe that's his prerogative. Like, I just don't feel like it's your choice, so it shouldn't be like he shouldn't have to make the sacrifice for your choice, is my point.
Exactly. Yep. I don't know, to me, what do y'all think? Like, do you think it's more so like a safety thing? Like if this doesn't work out, at least I ain't got your kid kind of thing. I don't know. I'm taking it there.
They're not ready.
I feel like she's trying to just protect herself at all costs because, I mean, let's be real. We know the kind of dude young Jock is. So she just like, I'm not trying to be another baby mama. I don't know. That's my opinion. Let me know what y'all think.
They're not. I don't think they're ready. I think they're not ready. I think they both, well, he's more like, I think he's more going further into it than she is as far as like what she wants. And I think, like you said, she's like, he already got kids, and that's a valid point. But if you're choosing to marry this person, how can you say you don't want any kids by them?
Exactly.
So strongly. I think they're just not ready, at this moment. Maybe they'll get ready,
Yeah,
maybe. I mean, it's just the engagement. So, sis, you still got time to let them go.
You can dip out. You can dip out while you got the chance.
I mean, at the end of the day, we see last season that he proposed to her when their relationship, they weren't even together or on good terms or on any of that. So it's like, if you're proposing to someone and obviously there was a reason why y'all broke up, you haven't even worked out any of that and you're already like proposing, like that don't make no sense. He be doing the ass backwards. I ain't got time for that.
A lot don't make sense with Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, like this party where Miss Alexis Skyy thought she was getting ready to come in and throw it. Okay. First of all, shout out to Rashida and Kirk on their 20-year anniversary party.
Even though
we know cheated. That they've been hanging on like a string.
They have been through a lot.
They have, I mean, the normal female would not deal with that. So kudos to Miss Rashida because I personally would not be putting up with that.
20 years of cheating.
I mean, let's just talk about that.
Hold on. I have a question. Can I ask the question? I want to ask a question, and maybe one of us who answers. What is your favorite? What somebody name one of their favorite moments from their struggle of just getting to this point within their marriage? One moment. I'll just say mine. And mine was the moment. Huh?
What's yours?
Was when Miss Shirlene ran over his bike.
I was just about to say that.
So somebody else give me one.
Okay, I will say this one wasn't. I mean, it wasn't as bad, but it was bad when Rashida just started when it was her first time meeting the baby that he had off of her, and she was trying to be nice, and the baby was like, no, and just being all rude, and Rashida's just like, first of all, I already don't like your little self. Like that was the funniest moment to me, because I'm like, damn, she's trying to stick it in there with her husband, and now the baby don't like me. I would have been pissed.
Ooh, wee.
Yeah.
My favorite moment, I would have to say, is when she finally found out. So when the other girl rolled up to the club talking about it's Kurt's baby, blah, blah, blah. And she kicked him out. And then when she finally confronted him, I was like waiting for that moment. Like, girl, when you gonna say something? And then she kicked him out the house. I was like, oh, good for you. That didn't last long, but for one moment, I was like, okay.
Oh my goodness.
My favorite moment was when the baby mama went into the store and tried to come at the mom, and then that whole fiasco.
Oh my God.
I thought she was about to say, tell Kirky there's 3 earrings. I said hello, but she didn't. So.
Well, they have been through a lot, and they deserve this 20-year party. I mean, we all know they've deserved it. So let's just talk about Miss Alexis Skyy. The audacity of her to come in there and stir the pot. Like you couldn't wait. Like, I don't know. I just didn't understand that. And I didn't understand if it's my party, first of all, if I know I didn't give you an invite, my first instinct was to go, Miss Ma'am, I would gladly tap you and say,
security.
Rashida was just like cool with it. Like, I don't know. How did y'all feel about that whole thing of when she just entered through the door?
That was bold.
It was bold, and it wasn't needed. Like, Alexis Skyy, she's not a threat. If you watch the Hollywood other shows she's been on, like, for her to do that, it seemed very forced of her. And then, like, when she got in, like you said, like, I'm gonna be like, what are you doing? Like, why are you in my party? That's me. And then the next thing, when you see this girl taking off her heels, you want to just watch her and be like, oh no, she's taking off her heels, and then you get mad. You let it happen.
You let it happen. That's when, stuff like that is when I'll be like, all right, loving hip hop. Was this scripted or what? Because nobody in their right mind would have let that go down. Period.
Nah,
like,
not at all.
And it was like random. And she, did say like, I didn't even invite her. So it's like, first of all, how did she even know about the party? Where it was at?
That's what they do. That's what they do.
Look, Courtez, educate us. What do they do?
That is what they do. I have been to a filming, 2 of them before. One for Hollywood, one for Atlanta, and that's what they do. They be like, oh, go here. So it's like scripted, but not scripted,
I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's like a produced moment. So it wasn't like, oh, Alexis Skyy just decided to pop up. It was like, oh, okay, she knows Carly Red's there. She has an issue. She knows where the party's at. So the producers like push you to like be in the confrontational moment. So that I guess that's what I was getting at. It was like a produced moment.
And she can't fight.
No,
she can't fight.
How do you do all of that? Go in and not even a drink, a drop of water doesn't even land on the other person. Like, how do you do all that? Nothing.
Carly can't fight either.
Y'all.
Oh, we know.
We can talk about Carly Red for half a second here because
let's talk about her. What do you want to talk about?
Carly Red had me all the way bent with her lip injections and her
oh my God, her face. Yeah,
her face was looking crazy the whole episode, and even in the next episode, I was like, "Girl, them lips! Who told you?"
Oh my God! Carly just trying to stay hip. She trying to stay hip, honey. We know she old. Like, she's just trying to stay in the mix.
I googled that too. I was like, let me see, how old is this lady?
How old?
65.
She's 48, I believe. 48.
Oh,
48. Wow.
I thought she was
but
like
low
60.
key, a lot of them are up there though. Like, when you really think about it, like Stevie J, he gotta be up there. I don't know about Mimi, but Rashida and Kirk probably. I don't know.
Yeah.
That either way, she too old to be getting into altercations too. I just don't really understand how you can be old and still fighting, and like, I just don't get it.
Carly Red has done a good job up to this point, but every season they embarrass her every season, and this season by the preview, I'm so worried for her.
Let's just talk about that preview.
Yeah, the preview for like the entire season.
Just in general, like, well, you can keep talking about your Carly Red.
It's just gonna be crazy. I'm just worried, like seeing that her and Sierra, like Sierra's not really physical now, and then you got Akbar. I'm scared of Akbar, by the way. That is one person I would run, because that is a person I would never get into it with. I'm sorry. And everyone else, like the preview, was it Light Skin Keisha? It's gonna be an interesting season.
So I have my feelings about Light Skin Keisha joining the show.
Uh-oh.
I mean, I'm a fan of Light Skin Keisha, like young Keisha. I like young Keisha. Okay. So my thing is, I just feel like, did she really need Love and Hip Hop? Like, I feel like she's made a name for herself. She is, she's funny, like she's gotten famous off of social media with her jokes, and now she's rapping. Like, I don't know. Sometimes I just feel like people don't necessarily need a platform like Love and Hip Hop. So for me, seeing her on there is kind of just like, dang, you didn't have to be like a Love and Hip Hop star. You already had your own brand kind of thing. But maybe that's just me.
It usually messes up their career, though. You see a lot of these people that say they started doing rap and everything, and then shortly after they kind of go on a decline.
Exactly.
So,
like,
because Cardi B, she was on Love and Hip Hop for like a couple seasons, and then like blew up and is like the baddest thing in the game right now. But at the same time, you do a lot of the time Love and Hip Hop stars or people who are on Love and Hip Hop. It's like some people are established, right? Like Rashida had her own career going on before Love and Hip Hop, whatever. But a lot of the newer ones, like they kind of pop up on the scene and just try to like do a little bit of everything. Like Alexis Skyy, for example, like she's on Instagram twerking and doing her thing, even though she has a doctor. In any case, but she also was trying to do some rap singing thing in LA, when she was on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, and that obviously didn't work out. So it's like they just try to like pick at anything that to try to make something happen for them. Maybe Light Skin Keisha wants to elevate or get more eyeballs on whatever she's doing.
And she can do that, but I just feel like on this show, like it's a great platform. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like you have to be smart and strategic with it. Cardi B was strategic. Like she made her stuff popped off. K Michelle, like she kind of had a name before Love and Hip Hop too, but it did kind of help take her to another level. So I don't know. I feel like there's hope, but I don't know. That's just me personally. Like I feel like Light Skin Keisha was already like popping before Love and Hip Hop, but it can expand her. It's giving her a more mainstream audience. I'll say that. Maybe she's just more popular like down south.
I think Love and Hip Hop can be messy, and I think that's why it kind of like when you're looking at it as Light Skin Keisha like being on the show, you're kind of like, oh, like do you need to be involved in all this drama? Because you have so much going for you right now. So it's like I get that, but again, like you said, like be strategic, get in, get out, get your fans, and move on. Okay.
Well, she looked like she's setting it off though. We saw in the preview with her wig off, walking away. So
okay, so that was her. I couldn't tell. Yeah. So that was her with the wig with the.
I think it was
multicolor.
I think it was her at the end.
Okay.
Yeah, it was.
I think it was.
Well, allegedly, she doesn't make it through the entire season. That's what I, that she's in the season, but that she doesn't finish the season. So
interesting.
And that her rival is, it seems to be Bambi. That's weird. I want to see what that's about.
That was tea. I'm like, what? Yeah. Okay, so let's just go ahead and just get into some of these predictions.
Squirrel. I had never heard of it before. She said, "Who is this little ratchet squirrel?" I was like, "Oh, what?"
Squirrel. That was kind of I need a picture for her to reference because I don't think Light Skin Keisha look like a squirrel.
She's cute. She has big cheeks, but she's cute. I don't think she.
I don't know. Yeah. Did she have veneers? Maybe that's why she said it.
She got squirrel qualities, maybe, but let me not do that. Let me not.
Qualities?
I think it's just the jaws, the cheeks. It's kind of. I mean, if you look at it, it's like like a little chipmunk.
I'm dead, y'all. Well. there's so much more to come on this season. Let's just go ahead and get into some predictions. Like, what do you think is going to happen throughout season 9 of Atlanta?
Kurt go cheat again.
Oh,
whoa! Okay, so we just started off like that. Why do you think so?
I think he's done.
You think
Listen,
so?
he's thrown in the towel.
I hope so.
All right.
Well, I hope
we
so.
hope.
Well, that's okay. What's your prediction, Ebone?
Girl, listen, the way that the previews flashed before my eyes, it was so fast. I was like, oh my gosh, there's so much going on. I just feel like we're going to have more fights, of course. We're going to have more drama, more drink throwing, more hair pulling. I cannot with all these wigs flying off. Y'all, what happened to 2020? Like, what's going on?
Nobody's wigs is staying on this season. It's everybody.
Right. Nobody's wigs.
Staying on. I think it's gonna be good. I like the one thing I'm looking forward to the most, I guess, out of fights, it's kind of sad to say, but that big one that happens with Akbar and Spice. Spice is back. She's actually in the opening scene now, so I like Spice. And I want to see what she's gonna do. I want to see what Akbar's gonna do, and I kind of wish Pooh was back, but
yeah.
She was good TV,
Yeah. My prediction, well, I don't think I have a prediction. I just think Carly is going to be I don't know what this funeral is. Like, how she invited everybody there. Death is not a funny issue, clearly. But I just feel like knowing the history of Carly Red, I feel like it's going to be something wild. And people are going to be like, why did you bring me here? Because, I don't know. When everybody was like, why are we pulling up here? Like, I don't understand what the funeral was about.
Yeah, why was it a surprise funeral? Like, that's weird too.
Right. Yeah. So that's why I'm like, maybe it's not what we think it is. And maybe it's about to be something dramatic AF. Like, this is the old me.
Why she had all that outfit on in the church? Okay. Did y'all
all of that outfit on?
Now, they come dressed on Love and Hip Hop. You know this.
Yeah.
But at the church house, you out here looking like that? A whore at the church house? Go ahead, mercy.
A whore at the church house.
They had the close up of her crying and stuff.
That little church child, I have not seen the church that small in so long.
Years. Now, and that's why I feel like it's another joke, because
that was Tyler Perry Studios. That was Tyler Perry Studios. They didn't film that scene at Tyler Perry Studios.
Listen, that's the church they had when Oprah and all of them was out there and the choir was marching up into the church. That's the church.
That's a chapel.
Oh my God. I am so weak. Well, yeah, I'm excited for this season. I think it's going to be good. And yeah, I'm looking forward to, continuing this breakdown. Hopefully we're in studio again soon, fingers crossed. But thank you guys for being on here via web and our fans, tuning in with us. But in the meantime, we already did intros. But of course, before we go ahead and sign out and, tell everyone where they can find you.
I'm Courtez. You can find me on IG at StupidWildTez. Yeah.
All right. My name is Elgin Ball. You guys can catch me on Instagram at Elgin_22.
Yes, and my name is Ebone, and you can find me on Twitter and on Instagram at EboneChatman12.
Yes, and I'm Tyra Prude. You guys can find me on all social media platforms at Tyra Prude Official. Thanks again for tuning in, and we'll be back next week. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Our founder, Keven Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.